Hey there, fabulous ladies. Welcome back to Daily Mojo. Today, we're counting down the top mature lesbian age gap relationship films that'll make your heart skip a beat. Dive into the depths of love, passion, and desire. And judging by your amazing responses, it's clear that you love it. There's plenty more exciting content on the horizon, so if this sounds like your cup of tea, don't forget to subscribe and share my video with all the other lady-loving friends in your life. Summertime, or La Belle Saison, is a 2015 French romantic drama that explores a passionate and complex relationship. The story begins with Delphine, who, despite her deep connection to her family and their farm in rural France, feels constrained by the conservative environment and societal expectations placed upon her. This prompts Delphine to seek a new life in Paris. In Paris, Delphine meets Carole, a charismatic leader in the feminist movement. Although initially involved with a male partner, Carole is deeply committed to the cause of women's liberation. Delphine is drawn to Carole's energy and passion. Their relationship begins to blossom after Delphine makes a bold move, which Carole reciprocates. The film sensitively and realistically portrays their romance, highlighting the joy and liberation they find in each other. Intimate and tender scenes emphasize the deep emotional and physical connection between them. Carole joins her, but the conservative rural setting and Delphine's familial obligations strain their relationship and force them to confront the question of sacrifice. Ich will dich is a 2014 German TV film that delves into the complexities of unexpected love and the challenges it brings. The story revolves around Marie, a wife and mother who runs an architectural firm with her husband Bernd. Their seemingly perfect life takes an unexpected turn when Marie's ex, Dom, and his French fiancée Ayla move in next door during a weekend retreat at a lake cabin, where Marie and Ayla form an unexpected bond. After finding Ayla's lost engagement ring together, Marie's initial reluctance to engage with Ayla gives way to a deep connection between the two women, culminating in a passionate affair. Both women grapple with their existing commitments. Ayla is engaged and pregnant, while Marie discovers her husband is having an affair. One notable aspect of Ich will dich is its treatment of same-gender relationships. The film doesn't focus on a coming-out narrative, but instead emphasizes the emotional and personal conflicts arising from Marie's affair with Ayla. Sarah Stouffer stars as Jacqueline, a former child star who decides to attend college in Bloomington. Jackie, who dislikes being in the spotlight, is a sensible young woman seeking to escape both the chaos of showbiz and her dysfunctional family life. Soon after arriving, she encounters Catherine Stark, played by Alison McAtee, an alluring abnormal psychology professor rumored to have knack for getting involved with her students, male and female. Their connection quickly develops into a romantic, yet somewhat unsettling. Catherine exudes a smoldering presence reminiscent of a classic Hitchcock blonde. She is strikingly beautiful, highly intelligent, and remarkably perceptive. As their affair begins, Catherine uses her psychological insight to understand and fulfill Jackie's needs, treating her with kindness and playfulness. A pseudo-mother-daughter dynamic emerges between them, as Jackie clearly yearns for a maternal figure. Catherine intuitively recognizes this aspect of Jackie's life. This tension lends a realistic edge to their otherwise thrilling connection. Bloomington is a rare gem, a refreshing and unique women-loving women drama that excels in every aspect. The Page Turner, or La Tourneuse de Page, tells the story of Melanie, played by Deborah Francois, a young girl who becomes distracted by one of the judges during a piano audition. Melanie makes a revengeful pledge to get even with the woman she holds responsible. Ariane, played by Catherine Frott, a wealthy and anxious bourgeoise. There are so many reasons I like this film. I think something which works to raise the question, would Melanie have turned out the way she did if she had it all succeeded? She probably still would. There's another question I posed myself while I watched Melanie romantically and emotionally seduce Ariane with every intent of breaking her heart. And having thought about that, I wondered whether the very reason why the young Melanie was distracted by Ariane during her audition years ago might not have been that she was already attracted to her. Perhaps her revengeful obsession, while partly fueled by thwarted ambitions, is no other than a repressed romantic obsession that will never see the light. because she has chosen to hurt Ariane before Ariane hurts her. Overall, I enjoyed the page-turner and found it a refreshing film with interesting surprises and much psychological depth. Perfect Ending is a romantic drama about Rebecca, played by Barbara Niven, a wealthy, middle-aged housewife trapped in a loveless marriage. Seeking fulfillment, Rebecca confides in her lady friends about her unsatisfactory love life. They suggest she visit a high-priced escort service where she meets Paris, played by Jessica Clarke, a young and artistic escort. Through a series of encounters, the two women grow close, but Rebecca has a secret she hasn't told anyone. Their relationship evolves from purely physical to deeply emotional. Paris helps Rebecca explore her desires, leading to a profound personal awakening. Rebecca's time with Paris allows her to embrace her true self. It's not one I particularly like, and not just because of the ending, but I know many of you have commented about how you've loved it on my past videos. A teacher with a mysterious background, the intriguing Miss G, portrayed by Eva Green, motivates her girls' diving team each day through her stories of passion. Her students are enthralled by her every word and gesture, particularly the domineering Dee Radfield, portrayed by Juno Temple. A triangle unfolds between Miss G and two of her students. Dee is captivated by Miss G and was once the star in her diving class. However, the Spanish student, Fiamma, surpasses Dee, becoming both the top diving student and the primary focus of Miss G's affection. Unlike Dee, Fiamma is uninterested in Miss G's attention. This disinterest only fuels Miss G's fascination with Fiamma, escalating it to an unhealthy level. Lara and Helen, based on Françoise Malloyoris's novel Le Rempart des Béguines, is a film set in a small Belgian town. The story centers around a young girl named Helen, who is grappling with the recent death of her mother. Her father, preoccupied with his political career, remains emotionally distant, while Tamara, her father's enigmatic Russian émigré mistress, captures Helen's fascination. Driven by curiosity, Helen visits Tamara, becoming increasingly captivated by her charisma and authority. Their relationship evolves rapidly, growing intimate as Tamara exposes Helen to the world of art and unconventional experiences. Despite recognizing Tamara's manipulative tendencies, Helen remains drawn to her complexity. The relationship is fraught with emotional turmoil as Helen contends with her feelings. Tamara's decision to marry Helen's father for security brings an end to their romantic involvement, prompting Helen's emotional growth and realization of the Tamara and Helen offers a poignant exploration of adolescence and self-discovery. Concussion is a film centers around a woman who identifies as curious. The narrative explores her relationship with her partner, which has grown monotonous over time. Feeling unfulfilled in her role as a mother, the plot takes a pivotal turn when she suffers a mild concussion. This incident prompts her to explore new avenues of intimacy, leading her to hire an escort for a physical encounter. This experience proves to be transformative and deeply impactful, compelling her to embrace a new identity as an escort herself, adopting a pseudonym in the process. As she engages with various women through these encounters, she embarks on a journey of self-discovery and awakening. However, this double life poses significant challenges. The film offers an intriguing storyline filled with numerous romantic scenes. I invite you to share your thoughts in the comments about whether it's worth watching. The success of Notes on a Scandal likely hinges on one's reaction to Cate Blanchett calling Judi Dench an attractive vampire. In the film, Judi Dench portrays Barbara Covet, a lonely and manipulative history teacher who becomes entangled in the life of Sheba Hart, an art teacher played by Cate Blanchett. Barbara discovers Sheba's affair with a young student and uses this secret to manipulate her, attempting to draw Sheba into a closer relationship. As the story unfolds, Barbara's possessive obsession with Sheba becomes evident, and she resorts to threats to maintain control. This ultimately leads to Sheba's public disgrace and the breakdown of her family life. Barbara's character represents themes of unfulfilled desire and isolation. The film presents morally ambiguous characters, with Sheba's inappropriate behavior countered by Barbara's disturbing manipulation, creating a narrative full of ethical dilemmas. Judi Dench delivers a nuanced and chilling performance as Barbara, Cate Blanchett as Sheba offers a compelling portrayal that highlights her character's internal conflict and eventual downfall. Chloe is a 2009 thriller film. The story revolves around a woman, Catherine, who suspects her husband David of having an affair and hires a young woman, Chloe, to test his loyalty.
My husband's cheating on me, Dad.
At first, Chloe provides Catherine with explicit details of her encounters with David. However, the situation becomes complicated. Chloe starts to develop feelings for Catherine and becomes obsessed with her as the relationship between Catherine and Chloe becomes increasingly intense. Chloe begins to manipulate and control Catherine, exploiting her vulnerabilities and insecurities. I found Ammonite to be far more enjoyable than other films in its category. The movie features some quite passionate scenes. Mary Anning, a renowned fossil hunter from the 1840s, living a solitary life in Lyme Regis, Mary is hired by Charlotte's husband to care for her while he travels. Initially, their relationship is strained, but as they spend time together, a deep bond forms. I consider it to be an exceptional piece of cinema, with prominent performances from acclaimed actresses Kate Winslet and Saoirse Ronan. The film highlights the growing intimacy between Mary and Charlotte, showcasing their transition from companionship to a passionate romance. Although Mary Anning's identity was never officially documented, her fervent correspondence with women and absence of any heterosexual relationships imply that she may have identified as queer. The narrative begins in 1928, with Marston and Elizabeth working as psychology professors at Harvard and Radcliffe colleges. They hire Olive Byrne, a student and niece of famous feminists, as their research assistant. As they collaborate on developing the lie detector and Marston's disc theory on human behavior, the trio grows increasingly close. The film highlights the deepening romantic and physical relationship between Elizabeth and Olive, alongside their shared bond with Marston. This relationship is portrayed with sensitivity and depth, emphasizing the genuine love and mutual respect among the three. The lie detector tests reveal their true feelings, leading to a consensual and committed relationship. The film doesn't shy away from depicting their romantic moments, showcasing the complexity and authenticity of their connection. Despite societal prejudices and personal challenges, the trio remains devoted to each other. Loving Annabelle is a romantic drama that explores the complexities of a forbidden relationship. Annabelle Tillman, played by Erin Kelly, is a rebellious and emotionally mature teenager sent to a strict boarding school. There, she meets Simone Bradley, played by Diane Gaydry, who is reserved and adheres to societal and religious norms. Annabelle, open about her identity, is immediately drawn to Simone and begins to pursue her. Despite Simone's initial resistance due to the ethical implications and her own repressed feelings, a deep emotional connection forms between them. The film portrays their relationship with sensitivity. Their bond grows during a spring break spent alone, where Annabelle's persistence and understanding help Simone confront her past. The relationship culminates in a romantic encounter after Annabelle performs a song for Simone at a school dance. Despite the tragic circumstances, the film ends with a poignant moment of understanding and affection. In The Favorite in Queen Anne, a frail and emotionally volatile monarch is heavily influenced by her close friend and secret lover, Sarah Churchill, the Duchess of Marlborough. Sarah wields significant power in the court, managing state affairs while maintaining a romantic relationship with the Queen. Their bond is both political and deeply personal. The arrival of Abigail Hill, Sarah's impoverished cousin, disrupts the dynamic. Initially hired as a scullery maid, Abigail quickly proves her cunning and resourcefulness, gaining Queen Anne's favor by alleviating her gout pain. Soon, a new romantic and physical relationship blossoms between Abigail and the Queen. As Abigail ascends in the Queen's esteem, she becomes a formidable rival to Sarah. The film portrays their rivalry with dark humor and sharp wit, highlighting the lengths both women will go to secure their positions. Abigail's manipulative tactics and Sarah's desperate attempts to retain her influence lead to a series of betrayals and power plays. I have watched Carol numerous times, and it undoubtedly stands out as a remarkable film. The narrative unfolds in 1950s New York and follows Therese, portrayed by Rooney Mara, a young, aspiring photographer who finds herself drawn into an intimate relationship with the stunning older woman, Carol, played by Cate Blanchett. As their connection deepens, the complexities of their situation escalate when Carol makes the bold decision to leave her husband. Despite the obstacles they face, Carol ultimately decides to leave her husband and risk custody of her child. to pursue a life with Therese. The performances by Mara and Blanchett have been widely praised. The subtlety and nuance of Therese and Carol's budding relationship are both captivating to watch and provide a more accurate depiction of a developing queer relationship during this time. And there you have it, folks, our list of mature lesbian age gap relationship films. We hope you've enjoyed this wild ride and discovered some new favorites along the way. After all, love is love, and it's always worth celebrating. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to give us a big thumbs up and share it with your friends and fellow movie buffs. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click the bell icon. Until then, keep watching, keep loving, and keep spreading the love. Peace out.